Right, let's stop mucking around. Baumie,
Yeah.
how was that, mate?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. Big job for all the lads to come up. Very proud, very stoked. Yeah.
Mate, the boys here, beside us there, they're getting in here. They didn't think you could play that well. They reckon you put on a bit of pud. What's going on there?
I lost a couple of kilos, I reckon, over the last couple of years, but yeah.
That's what I didn't want to say, mate. They were getting into me. But, mate.
My brother-in-law's, yeah.
Yeah, he's having a look. Mate,
he's big too.
But yeah, mate, must be really, really proud of the boys. I've had a conversation with a few people on the pod here now about when the last time someone would have went from, like, say, even winning B grade to then winning A grade, or winning C grade and winning B grade. Like, it's such a massive effort for the Great Southern Footy League to obviously take out Division 3 last year and then come up this year and win Div 2. How proud of you of the boys are you?
Oh, huge. No, look, it's been a big 3 years, actually, because we came up, lost Div 3, didn't make it, and then Div 2, it was just a push to get the best, 6 or 8 blokes from every club buying in and getting excited. And we finally got that last year, and we pretty well got that covered again this year. It's just getting everyone excited and getting them to know that country week is good fun. You end up going home knowing them way better than what you've ever known them. Lots of playing games, I mean. But yeah, no, so proud and so happy that everyone actually came up and got excited about it. Yeah.
And then, yeah, Glynn, obviously reward for effort. Like, I know how much effort you put into this carnival and stuff like that. And I think it was Cam Newbold. I spoke to him about how much of these carnivals could have been won before the carnival started, with the effort that you put in to get everyone keen, to get everyone on board, to make sure that people don't want the weekend off. They come up and play these games. Like you spoke about in your post-game address, like, it's easy to take the weekend off and stuff like that. How much effort do you put in as a coach to make sure everyone is available? And you want to obviously always get everyone, but yeah, speak to the amount of effort you put in to make sure you can get best available for the Great Southern.
Yeah, I think because we're starting from so far back with the GSFL, like Baumie said 3 years ago, we were, starting from scratch, and, getting that best available is the goal from each carnival side. But no one's going to get, the best 22. But, we went pretty close the last couple of years and, got the chocolates, which is nice.
Given how the game played out, I'll get both of your thoughts on this. Like, Glynn, what was something you expected to happen going in, and like, an element of your game plan that you really tried to implement that actually came off today? If you could nail one thing, what would it be?
Oh, we hunted the opposition, more than any other carnival side this year. We had great buy-in from the playing group and just hunted in packs, and it was great to see the better players from your local league, normally sort of the ones receiving the handball. But this weekend we had some of the best players in the Great Southern actually wanting to try, wanting to tackle, wanting to chase, and I reckon it showed up big for us. Yeah.
And then, Baumie, I think today, I don't know how you feel, but I feel like today was your best game that I've seen you play in the carnival. What sort of would have changed for you in terms of, was there anything structurally? Did you just get yourself up for that grand final? What changed for you today to play one of your best games that I've seen you play? And I rate that because I've seen you play a lot of really good games.
Oh, look, no, I love carnival footy. I always have. To be honest, I don't reckon I've played in too many grand finals. Missed out last year, got an injury, and come back this year. And being captain, it's a big honour, especially coming from, we play against each other all year. I love that, so I get fully excited about it, and it's an awesome feeling.
Kept Baumie out of the guts today too, which has been pretty hard. He's been running his own changes from the forward line, so nice to keep him where he should be, ahead of the footy, which was good.
There's a couple of changes. A couple of changes when we go home, I reckon, and spend a bit more time forward.
Where do you think you play your best footy then? I spoke about, like, Darcy Wallinger sort of seems to be thrown everywhere and
was
can
massive
adapt.
Though, eh?
Yeah,
Darcy was massive. Such a good carnival.
Yeah, we pumped him up plenty, but where do you think you play your best footy? Like, you can genuinely play anywhere, like from full forward, half forward, midfield. Like,
I'm not a backman. I will not man up.
I didn't say that.
No,
You're not on your Pat Malone.
I love playing in the guts, but I know I can take a good mark. And I reckon I'm not lost, but just sort of wanted to play in the guts a bit more down home, getting the fitness in. But coming up here, I love playing forward and kicking goals, but I also love going in. So probably need to spend a bit more time forward and less in the guts. But yeah, it worked out. So
tell me throughout the carnival. Tell me one of the boys that you've fallen in love with, like before the carnival. You might not like you didn't think much of them, but who's someone that you've fallen in love with how they go about their footy in the team? Because it's always the case when you come to a carnival like this, someone comes up and plays out their skin and cracks in and dives in and puts their head over and all that. Like, who's someone that you've really grown to respect?
Yeah, there's so many lads. Look, Patch is always hard in the guts. Yeah. Big Bodie stubber down back. Everyone. They big players, but the big fella that I love is big Nathan Power. He is a horse of a ruckman. I mean, he gets the same down home. He's always working hard, and he comes up all a bit nervous, but then he dominates that big fella down there. Or plays well on him. Wouldn't say dominate. Sorry. I love the big boss there.
Yeah. And then, Glynn, for you, obviously you're throwing those magnets around week to week, and you've got an idea of what your team structures up and looks like. Tell me someone who, you've sort of maybe fallen in love with again, or have really loved an element of their game based on the carnival this week.
Probably Darcy Clark, mate. He came in. We didn't know a lot about him. He's just moved to town and playing for Mount Barker. He's played some high level footy, so we knew he could play a little bit. But just so clean in the contest, mate. Yeah, just so clean and uses the footy well. So obviously you have a few good ones come out from last year, and to have those new players come in and play so well, it was the reason why we won the grand final.
Mate, well, I spoke about it earlier. Like, two of your best last year was like Braden Parker and Kane Pinney.
No good, none of them.
Where do you put them this year? Well, because this year...
Mate, they got a bit to prove.
I know, mate. This year you got...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, this year in those roles you've got... Morgan Davies, who obviously comes into the side now, and then maybe Bodie Stubber as well in the half.
Massive upgrade, really.
Yeah.
Like, you've got guys that don't man up, like, Brado and Pins. Like,
accountability.
And you get some serious players in there like Morgs and Bull, so massive upgrade. Yeah.
What about one guy that he might not have had the best carnival or a heap of possessions or something like that, but a young fella that I was really impressed with and showed a heap, Travis Conn. Like, how much did you expect from him coming into this carnival, and just talk to me about him?
I think Baumie can talk on that, obviously, in that forward group. We thought he was a really, really solid contributor.
Nah, Con's awesome. I reckon the nerves got to him a bit. Never been up, but Mark's a footy, can kick goals, works really hard, and he's a big confidence player, and I reckon the confidence got to him. And I feel like he shone at centre forward and really helped us out the forward line. Yeah, big learning curve for him, I reckon, too.
And hard, that's what he said. He's already flicked in a text. He shot off back to Albany, but to come up and play centre forward, in Div 2, you're not going to get it all your own way. And he's taken some learnings back to Albany, and he's one that you need. Him, Kobe Keane, Wallinger, these younger guys. You need them buttering up coming every year, especially if. Do we go up, Baumie, in the A section
Absolutely.
Now? Is that what happens?
Dabble in Div 1.
Oh, my.
See how we go. Hopefully a couple.
I don't know about Nord. We'll see if you're here next year.
I'm out, yeah.
Two and done.
No way.
But that's
He's got a coach. Absolutely not. Cannot pull out now.
Oh, mate, this is all bargaining tactics from him. I've seen this 100 times from him before.
He's probably got the magnets already for next year.
Yeah, contract's up too. Barry Peniza, Wellington and Reeves, Tommy Moore. Let's get it.
They will get after it too. What about given what it means to the team, Glynn? Your expectations coming into this carnival, like, I know it's the easy things to say. Yeah, I thought we'd go really good and stuff like that. But where did you truly see the GSFL at? And like, because my personal opinion is like third to second was sort of the range. But to beat Upper Great Southern, given the talent, given the history that they have in this carnival and what they have done, like, I don't know if it can be stated enough how massive of an effort it is. But what do you think the ceiling was to GSFL now and coming into the carnival?
wasn't sure we had that in us, to be honest. Peaky, a few other boys was like seriously up and about. Peaky's been telling me for 3 years we're an A-section comp, and I was like, settle down, Brett. You don't even know who we're playing against. So he's been a bit of a driver behind the scenes. When we can get him in from many peaks, it's fantastic. But
obviously, uppers are a bit of a benchmark as well, and have been for a long time.
Yeah, especially coming back from A-section. So, when they come back from A-section, you think, we're going to be up against it here. But I, challenged the boys a little bit with, just really cracking in against them in that first game and playing our way. And I suppose when carnival footy's a bit of a funny thing, Baum's played plenty of it. If you start well, you can get a bit of a roll on. Yeah. And if you don't start well, your carnival's over pretty quickly. I genuinely think we might have cheated the Eastern Districts boys a little bit. We had the rub of the green there on the whistle, which was fantastic. But start fast and go hard. And the boys well and truly exceeded expectations for sure, from me anyway.
And I've spoke to a few little people now, Baumie, but is it a little bit underwhelming not to be able to fully celebrate tonight and have to jump in the car and get back to Albany?
That's all right. We'll make it work in the next few weeks anyway. We got railways next week anyway, and so we're just going to be buttering up against those big boys again. So it'll be, it's all good. Everyone's got stuff to do, so yeah.
Like I said, I only grabbed 10, 11 minutes of your time, but I've grabbed 12 minutes. I'm not sure it'll fully sink in, or you won't be able to comprehend how big of an effort it is for the Great Southern Footy League to come up from last year. And I think that's 10 games in a row undefeated. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
So from last year you went undefeated in Div 3, then to go through undefeated. To even say that's pretty crazy. To go through Division 2 undefeated, to get yourselves into Division 1 next year, and just having a chat with a few people here, they just don't think it's like going to be a one and done type thing. See, but the standard of footy that you guys played today, particularly against Upper Great Southern, will stand up next year. And really excited to see where it goes. Thanks for your time, really appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thanks, boys.
Keep up the good work.
All right, another change of guest here. We got, what is it, Magnet Legend? What's your title there, Ryan?
That's a good point. Probably, the maestro,
the board man,
the Magnet King,
Ryan Kinnear, the Magnet Maestro, and Joel Wants, mate. Second episode, my first dual All-Australian timer, mate.
Good to be back.
We might have a guest here that helps you talk, mate. Last time Pete came on, he was good for nothing.
So he was too hungover, I think, mate. Last time.
I know. All right. What's your assistant coach?
Yeah, just took the midfield group, mate. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, mate, you did your job, didn't you?
Yep.
I guess, let's start with you, Ryan. Like, expectations for the GSFL coming up. Like, how many carnivals have you been to now?
14, I think, seniors.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of juniors. So.
Yep. Yeah, I was telling Glynn there's got to be a record, because Boof Sheridan's gone through and trying to get records for all sorts of stuff. I think they're going to put in a massive effort into actually cataloguing a lot of stuff. And I was like, you have to be up there with the most carnivals attended. And I was trying to get Glynn to throw your name on the board just to make it maybe 15.
Exactly.
Do you know Bangers Lloyd, though, Ongerup?
Never heard of her.
He would have been to like 24 of them, I reckon. 22 of them.
Lloyd, yeah.
A couple of boys out there that played 15, 16 in a row. So.
And then, he was assistant coach this year as well, so he's still helping now, yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty around. All right, boys, won a flag, mate. That's unbelievable. I tried to do those tips before, and I thought your mob Eastern Districts would be pretty hard to beat, given some of the things. Quickly, actually, you were right.
Yeah, Marie.
Rocky cannot kick.
Horrendous by foot, mate. When you rang me after that podcast out there, saying he's the best kick I've ever seen, I said, wash your mouth out with soap.
Well, I didn't say that, but mate, I'm not joking you. His leg at training was unbelievable. Everyone was telling me they've never seen it.
Butchers it by foot.
He turned over a few yesterday.
Yeah, the couple he did inside, trying to kick it too hard, just bellied him. That's his operation, mate. That's what he does.
But yeah, that's the grand final. In my head would have been Uppers versus Eastern Districts. Thought GSFL would be thereabouts, but to take out that B grade like that, I just spoke with Cam Newbold about exactly what you spoke to me with, to move from Div 3 to Div 2 and then win Div 2 and go to Div 1 is probably unheard of. And
yeah, it's pretty rare. It doesn't happen very often. Like we just said before,
you win and you go up, and generally it's about trying to stay up. You're not coming the next year thinking like we're going to win this and go up again. So it's definitely a rare thing, rare feat, that's for sure.
The carnival's over now, Ryan, so you can tell us the truth. What did you actually think would be the end result for the GSFL coming up? Like, what did you truly think would happen?
To be honest, day one I thought if we could get within 2 or 3 goals of uppers, I thought we had a real chance, but we probably came in with 2 or 3 that I thought if we had them we'd have a real crack, but I didn't think it was probably mid-table, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought we lost a couple of players late through injury, and a couple of blokes pulled out, and they were probably the cream that I thought we needed to be at the top end. You know, you take Parks out, he's kicked like 60 goals in 8 games. That's obviously, you put him in any team that makes a difference. And then obviously Kane Pitty's the other one from last year that just absolutely lit it up. I thought if we had him as well, I think that probably would have put us at the top end, if that's probably a fair assumption, yeah.
It's hard because, like, Kane Penny won the medal for the team last year. Like Braden Parker as well probably was very stiff not to win it. I don't like voicing that out loud, but that's where we're at. But then it's hard, like, even though they're so good, like, where do you put them in? Like,
yeah, well, you just said that to me before.
Bodie's on the back. Like,
probably 5 or 6 not playing, and you said, well, where do they fit in that team? And that's fair, mate. Everyone bought in, and everyone, you know, that we didn't have many passengers over the 3 days, which is pretty rare when you come away for Carnival that you don't have passengers. So
the games were won. I don't want to say bottoms. The last 6 picked were phenomenal for the Great Southern. Like the guys that aren't getting their name in the paper every week and stuff like that were phenomenal. And like I'll say, like, Linthorn. I'm not sure, mate. Like, unreal. Linthorn would have been like a big name coming in that another team would have been worried about. But his defensive efforts, not just today, but it was today. Like, to stand up in a grand final like that and put on a performance against him and Bo Ewan, both, like, against Malachi Bolton and Cale Kirby, 2 guys that could genuinely light that day up and kick 5 each. Their efforts, phenomenal, mate. And everyone else in the team.
Yeah, I mean, you see Glynn out on the board at half-time, said Linthorn 3-0, Bo Ewan 2-0, and that was one-on-one. So, you know, genuine one-on-ones that they just didn't get beaten in. And that, you know, that goes a long way.
How's Corey been going down home, mate, for Royals?
So he's just started FIFO, so he's been in and out, and he's played a few games for the Cats. So
I watched one.
Yep. And but with Corey, you just know.
Permit? Is that like a dual permit?
Special permit. SP. I think that's special permit.
Yeah, right.
So I mean he's heart and soul of any footy club. So you know what you're going to get from him, and probably epitomised that today with that back 6. You know, we couldn't take him off because
Is he better? Like, the higher level he plays, is he better?
I would have thought so.
I think if you put good players around him, like you put Morgan and Bodie around him, and then he rises with those 2 guys a little bit, I think.
Yeah, he seems to thrive when he's given a task. Like, this is exactly what we expect from you today, and he can just lock in and do that, mate. What about the boys, mate? They got up. Joel, you probably got a really good read, and I'll get yours as well, Ryan. But who do you think was? I don't want, like, your best player for the Carnival, but almost like your unsung hero, almost like what we just spoke about. Who would be that player that
Clark, mate. He was. Me and Glynn spoke about it, not to clip him or anything, but me and Glynn spoke about it probably a week ago. We just hadn't had a read on him because we played him in the wet a few weeks ago, and it's a bit hard to get a read on the game when it's really wet. But he was the one that coming in, we're a bit like, we don't know what we're going to get, and he stood up big time. He's like half forward work and rolling in the midfield for me was the one. And I mean, he's probably be in our top 5 in our count, I reckon.
Just down here, maybe like half forward there, he got that holding the ball.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, that was massive.
Yeah, he was the one for me, definitely, yeah.
And Ryan, someone, someone, who do you think sort of stood out for you, like sort of batted above their average and was really good?
For me, Darcy Wallinger.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
The hitman. I love that kid.
Well, you know, whether he's setting up sort of centre half forward or half forward flank and then just rolling into the middle of the ground, I thought, but his lead up and his marks is unbelievable. He's probably 9 out of 10, and he was one of the best today. Yeah. And he just he's just so hard at the footy. and he gives you 110%, just like Corey, but it's just that little bit more class.
Yeah.
And for me, he was unbelievable. Obviously, Darcy as well. You know, I spoke to these boys as well, and I thought, well, he was really that cherry on the top. He was really
Yeah,
good.
you were big on him coming in. Yeah,
So that'd be for me.
With Darcy Wallinger, the great man's just walked in as we speak. Like, where does he play? Like, he's fast enough to go through the midfield. He could play full, like, genuinely could play anywhere. And I feel like sometimes he was a little bit of a victim of his magnet getting thrown everywhere.
Well,
but
traditionally, he always played halfback flank.
Yeah.
Probably
but
last
today,
3 or 4
forward.
years, he's played halfback flank. And then Carnival last year, Baum got knocked out the first game on the first day.
Yeah, North Freo.
And he was going to play centre forward. And me and Glynn were sitting there talking, and I actually said to him, "What about Wallinger to centre forward?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, he can play there." And he just lit it up at centre forward, mate. Like, it was proper good. And then this year for Barker, he's wanted to play midfield, and they've rolled him in the midfield, and he's probably one of the best 3 or 4 mids in the comp now. Which is, it's a credit to him because he works hard and he plays probably taller than, but he is relatively tall anyway, but he's really good above head, isn't he? Like, he doesn't drop many on the league.
So then, coming into the game, who was sort of your... It didn't look like anyone got given a role other than, like, defensive if they come down, but who was sort of the players from uppers, even if you know their numbers or whatever, like, who was the boys that you guys were worried that could light it up?
Yeah, we sort of had two... There was sort of 2 numbers that we put on the board. One was Simo Penizo, who's sitting just over his shoulder there. He's sort of been playing halfback, rolling through the middle of it. Went to school with Simo, good fella. So we put his number next to who you had, McMahon or one of them.
Campbell, yep.
And it was not a tag and roll. It was just like, you know, we don't want the ball in his hands going the other way. And then the other one was Peaky's just been a pain in the arse.
Oh, mate.
The other one was
there.
over the shoulder. There he is. The other one was Kilpatrick.
Yep.
Didn't tag him at all. We just said to Riley Valley before the game, and Riley and Darcy would change him. We just said to them, it's head-to-head at stoppage, and then you just got to pick him up on transition a bit, because Glynn went back and watched the games from yesterday, and he's the one I was trying to give the footy to all the time. So we, I actually thought Riley, you know, not to clip Kilpatrick at all, I thought Riley torched him, to be honest, mate. Yeah, I thought he'd give him a good old-fashioned lesson.
And that's not like it's not Riley Valley's go, but that's not like a role that he would play really ever.
No, he's a ball hunter for us,
yeah.
at Railways. He's the ace of spades. You
He's
want the
your
ball in his
Rolls-Royce.
hand, yeah.
Is that a little anticlimactic? And I think I have spoke to you about it, that this is a Sunday night. You've got a 4-hour drive ahead of you. You just effectively won something you probably didn't have a right to, but like we weren't expected to. Is it hard not to be able to celebrate this with the boys and have that opportunity for full cohesion within the group because everyone's going to take off? Ryan, what do you like?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. You know, I'll be hitting the road in half an hour, and it's sort of a little bit of taste in the mouth where you're a bit sour. But I think really, you know, and that's something, you know, GSFL been working for 20 years. You know, when I first started, we were saying, we're a top end B grade, we want to play A section, and you know, maybe we talked about that too much and didn't put the hard work in. And to get here on a Sunday and not be able to, you know, really enjoy ourselves or let ourselves go a little bit. For me, it won't be too much of an issue, but I know for a few of the boys, they probably would have liked a Saturday afternoon, Saturday night.
Yeah, it just seems like you're robbed of that opportunity. And it is drinking piss, but it's not that alcohol.
It's the camaraderie.
Yeah, you know, it's the opportunity to
boys
even to socialise and communicate with guys that maybe you're not rooming with and stuff like that, but just to create a connection. Yeah, I guess I know. Like when I spoke with Buff, one of the big things was the Saturday Grand Finals was how hard it was to get a ground.
Yeah,
you know. So there is
with
all
Waffle
those
grounds and stuff, mate. It's hard to be on them on a Saturday harbour, isn't it? Like they just can't do it, can they?
And so where to from here? Now the Humpers, mate, got to go to
You can blame the pig for that nickname. He's been for 3 days doing the Humpers with the whale noises, which is I think it actually might have stuck, right? The Humpers. It's,
we've been the Humpers on and off for a few years, probably 8 or 10.
But is it the whalers and then the humpbacks thrown in?
He's saying the humpbacks.
Yeah.
He's saying the humpbacks.
It's the humpbacks.
He's just shortened it to the Humpers, which is there's good areas for the pig, that.
And then, so what does it look like for you guys up here? Was it a bus up or is it every man for himself?
No, everyone drove up.
Yeah, the buses are dead, eh?
Yeah, and I just, like, everyone sort of comes at different times. Some of the boys couldn't come till after work Thursday, some come morning Thursday, and then, a couple come up Friday morning. So you might book a bus and have 10 people on it, which is a waste of money, isn't it? So.
Yeah, I don't reckon I'd get a bus anymore.
Nah.
I just wouldn't want to be stuck here, just in case.
It's a long trip, 8 or 9 hours probably.
Oh,
by
yeah.
the time you
On the
start
way home,
stopping.
it would be, definitely. Yeah.
There's a few boys you don't want to spend more than 3 or 4 hours in, like
Pig.
6 or 7. Yeah.
No, Pig went home, mate. The missus was
Nah,
had the car started.
Leon had the car started up on the hill up there with about 3 minutes to go in the game, I think. He said, I'm going to go.
Epic, mate, boys. Really appreciate your time. Like I said, I know that everyone's got to get home and everyone's got some things on, but yeah, massive congratulations. It's all those text messages, those phone calls that you have that sort of don't matter for much now, but when you can actually win it makes everything worth it. Hey, and then I think on the flip side of it with this carnival footy, if you can put all this effort in and then nothing comes from it, that's what burns you out. Because you're like, I put so much, but then when you win, then it's all worth it. Then you can't wait to come back.
Brings you back the next year, mate. 100%. I just want to say, Kurt, you're doing an unreal job, mate, with this podcast. It's you're promoting country footy, and it's alive and well, mate. You're doing a brilliant job of it.
Well, yeah, the country footy just needed to be showcased, I feel like this happens regardless if we record it, but it's just epic to be able to show how much effort, Magnet Maestro puts in on a week. Like, you can laugh, but you've given up the same amount of time as the bloke that gets to play, but then all that sort of stuff matters. And, yeah, if I can shine a highlight or shine a light on everyone's efforts that they put into this footy, mate. It's I love it. Let's just go on, and I've got to get the big head wobbler Verbruggen on here, mate, in a second. So we'll get
the 2 biggest heads in the Great Southern, Bodie and Verbruggen, I reckon.
Oh,
2 biggest melons getting
look
around.
At the head wobbler. Here he is.
The big head wobbler.
Look at this head wobbler
We'll get him on in a minute, mate.
Done. Have a look at it. So, thanks, boys. See ya.
All right, thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.